Madden, as always, here for halftime of Sunday Night Football. Almost at the half here. It looks like the Chiefs are going to be up at least 10, if not 13 points. But the Raiders get the ball to start the second half. I think Derek Carr needs to study film of himself instead of studying films of the other team. And I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not a quarterback coach. I'm not even close. But this guy seems to be one of the, just makes horrible decisions. Throws to guys who are recovered when there are guys wide open, even in the same general vicinity. All you have to do is throw to the guy that's open and not the other guy. And he misses the field goal. We catch a break here. And like I said, it's his second missed field goal of the game. So the Raiders have caught a bunch of breaks. They got that fumble on the punt return.
Yeah.
And, don't have a ton to show for the breaks that they've gotten. And there's been a few mistakes here by the Raiders that really have cost them. These illegal motion penalties on the offensive line, something we've seen from all season long, and Derek Carr making really poor decisions. Whenever he takes off with the ball, he always slides early. It's like, be a football player. I'm not asking you to be a running back.
Yeah.
I'm just asking you to be a football player and get as much as you can possibly get because your team needs it. Without you doing that, you're
Absolutely.
decreasing. Every time he does it, it's right in that area where it's like it makes the difference between a punt, or a play where they need to get significant yards, or it's the difference between that or a first down. It's every single time. It's like, I couldn't believe it. He did it again. It's like, at least put Mariota in there. He's not going to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe
absolutely. We need a quarterback in there that's willing to take a hit. And Carr does not look willing to take that hit tonight.
Well, I think, I don't think it's time to say KC is owning this. They are up by 10 points. It's halftime. We've seen a lot of halftimes, and rarely does what happened in the first half have anything. The Raiders have no answers. You don't understand football. It's like this Dave Smith. This guy's been following me for years. This guy might be like, he's one of those guys that follows me for years, like 10 years, and he's the biggest idiot out there. I mean, this guy's just a jerk. and then it's like I block him, and then he complains about it. Oh, you blocked me. Yeah, because you're a jerk. It's like that. It's like, seriously. It was my son had it. He tries to make up excuses. No, it's
always
you're
the
the
son.
right,
It's always
right,
the daughter. It's the
right.
girlfriend. It's someone who's doing it.
Yeah.
We've seen some great plays to Kittle and to Hill tonight, and the Raiders haven't been able to stop those two. But I think coming into the second half, they're going to be able to do a little bit more.
Yeah, I think I don't think this game is over. We've seen too many games where it's like, like this at halftime. I think Carr has to play better. I think that's what what it really comes down to here. He has to play better than this, and I think it is on him. And I know he doesn't have the receivers without Ruggs in there, to stretch the field the same that he could with them. But at the same time, it's like there are guys that are open. It's not like he's hitting, any. I don't know. I don't even understand it.
Absolutely. When we look at Carr, he's completed 9 of 11 passes for 62 yards versus Mahomes, who completed 19 of 26 for 180 yards.
9 of what?
Carr just has not.
9 of what?
9 out of 11 attempts.
So he's
for 62 yards.
So only 2 incompletions. But those are like on third down on like the big plays, right? And the other ones are.
Yeah. Absolutely. He's been sacked once. He's had 1 touchdown. When we look at Mahomes, he's had 2 touchdowns. He has not been sacked tonight. His longest pass was 27 yards versus Carr's longest pass. Actually, they both have 27 yards.
I don't know.
Their longest.
When it comes to Carr, I'm embarrassed for him. Let's look at the line here. Let's look at the line here.
I have 2.5, Mitch.
And
what are you getting on your book?
I have 3. I have the Raiders -3.
For the Raiders. Yeah. I'm going to take the Raiders -2.5. I love it at that. I'm still getting that at -2 or Minus 120. Sorry, not minus 220.
I'm going to take the Raiders here minus the 3 as well. I also like the over 10.5 for the team total for both teams. For the Raiders, it's 14.5 though. That's an issue for me. 14. I don't like that half. I don't
Yeah.
like that.
I have 13.5, little higher juice probably than you. I got that at minus 140. And then I have KC at 12.5.
I'm gonna take just the Raiders. I don't see any other play here for me. The dogs are barking. How about Aaron Rodgers today?
Aaron Rodgers showed up. He got off the bus. He got the job done.
Yeah, Leatherwood and his stupid penalties. I'm telling you, man, those motion penalties have been a killer for the Raiders. Just a killer.
Yeah. Okay, Mitch, I have to ask you about the touchdown prop. Second half, over 3.5 touchdowns is plus 130. You see 4 touchdowns? I think that's going to be tricky.
I could see it. I can't see the Raiders staying in this style of game that they're in right now. Yeah. I can see them. I mean, it's not like it's not there. And then we know the Chiefs are going to, what they're capable of doing. They're running the ball effectively on the Raiders too.
Yeah.
It's like the Raiders cannot get off the field on third down, the defense, and that's where they're struggling here.
So his second half total of 26.5, and that touchdown totals 3.5. I think that touchdown total is a better one of those two. Yeah, look at that. That is 21 points versus 26.
The Raiders have caught all the bounces, but they haven't taken advantage of them. But they're still in the game, so you got to give them some credit there. I don't know. I think this is a tough one for me. It just is, because I think the Raiders can pull it off. I think they can come back. I think they can win this game. But I think the issue here for me is Derek Carr. It's terrible for the Raiders if they do that, because then they're stuck with this guy even longer. He stinks. He's terrible. I've never been.
I don't think Derek Carr stinks. He's
terrible.
He's having a bad time right now.
He throws like this.
He isn't terrible. Look at him. Look at him a couple weeks ago when the Raiders were winning everything. Look at the amount of passes he had. He was getting a completion rating. He was getting the yardage.
How is a fumble a break play?
Even with Brady.
We had a comment here. How is a fumble a break play? How is a fumble a break play? That's not a break play. That's a fumble, is what that is. That's part of the game. That's not a break play. You create the fumble. And in that specific case, that punter hit the crap out of that guy, man. That punter cleaned his clock.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Cliff in the comments, too. Carr is above average quarterback. He does have consistency issues. That is the problem with Carr. I think if you gave me him or Cousins, it would be Carr all day. You gave me him and Mahomes, I would take Carr. I think Mahomes is done. Yeah, I could pick a lot of quarterbacks I would take after I'd take Carr. He's just not making the right decisions again in this game, like we saw in the last, and he needs to step up and make the right ones.
Yeah, I just have so little faith in him, but I do believe that the Raiders can come back. It's just, that's what NFL is. Sunday Night Football, the high drama, the whole thing. I mean, this is how they suck you in,
Absolutely. No, Carr's still going to be good without Ruggs. He's still got the weapons around him to utilize.
It's hard to say.
I think Ruggs not being here has mentally affected him.
Well, I don't think it's mentally. I mean, when you go out and get a wide receiver in the first round, and high in the first round like that, to get a guy like that, then you needed that. That's what you needed, and that's what they did. And now that he's gone, they need it again. They don't have that guy to stretch the field. Traditionally, the Raiders, from way back, are a team that goes for the deep ball and always has receivers like that. They always have. Tim Brown was like that, and before him it was Cliff Branch they had. They've always had receivers that are just, these sprinters. And but I don't know. I just to me, when Carr takes off running, it's annoying. You know,
Yeah,
it's like he doesn't. It's like just throw it away then. You know,
absolutely.
if you're gonna slide and disappoint us all, you know the way that you do.
Yeah,
I mean, he doesn't even like try and elude the thing, whatever. It's like anyone's within like a circle of him, he slides. He doesn't even like try and sidestep and like, oh, they're gonna get him, whatever. It's like you're a football player. You're a
yeah.
football player. Tom Brady doesn't do that. I mean, he
No,
might slide, but he slides like at the last second, you know. And he also
yeah,
does like the quarterback sneak and barrels it up the middle, you know. It's like not this jerk.
no. And I think Derek Carr definitely needs to change that. I like the quarterbacks that are willing to take that hit. Who was it we saw a couple weeks ago, Mitch? I'm drawing a blank who really got hit hard. We know Sam Darnold isn't afraid to get hit hard. He's not the best
Yeah,
quarterback in the
most of these
world, but
guys
he will
aren't.
take that hit,
Most of these
right?
guys, Marcus Mariota's not afraid to get hit. That's what he does, you know?
Yeah,
Takes off with the
absolutely.
football. It's like,
Yeah.
I'd like to see what Mariota could do in here. See, they had
Oh,
that.
yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
they had
They
that
should bring him
play.
out.
That had that play lined up
Yeah,
4th and inches. They end up getting the penalty. They have to punt, and the Chiefs get a touchdown.
yeah,
So it's a
yeah, I know.
14-point swing on that. Instead of it being 7 for the Raiders, it's 7 for the Chiefs. 14-point swing on that penalty. Pathetic.
Yeah. Yeah,
Jones,
absolutely. Yeah, I think
yeah,
Derek Carr needs to really take a look in the mirror and realize that he has to make those plays. He has to take the hit. Look at Justin Herbert for the Chargers today getting that tackle when he was intercepted, right? Like I don't think Carr would have done that. I think he really needs to wake up. And I think he'll wake up in the locker room in the second half.
I don't know.
I hope so. Fingers crossed.
No, I got the Raiders for the second half.
Yep.
I don't know. I took the Raiders second half. I can't get behind any of these other things. The 14.5 points, I can't get there. At 13.5, I would take it for the Raiders. 10.5 for the Chiefs. I think 10 is a reasonable number, so it's like
Yeah.
maybe under and under. I don't know. It's just disgusted.
Yeah, so that's how I'm feeling about Sunday football as well, Mitch.
It's not a good day for me, but I mean these happen. It's all part of
Yeah.
what we do, and it's like it's not a good one, and these happen. So
Yeah, true. Why Sam Darnold is hurt and not playing right now. But I think the quarterbacks need to have a good ratio of both, right? They can't just be pansies in that pocket. They can't just throw it away. They can't just not try to run it and slide every time. I don't like it.
yeah, I'm not really sure what the game plan is here. I think here's where not having a real head coach is also part of the problem. Because I think
Yeah.
John Gruden sees the way that this guy's playing, and he could help him, but
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to get the help he needs. He certainly didn't last week.
No.
His
he
answer is
didn't.
to throw it to Hunter Renfro. I mean, that's his answer. But we have just a 10-point game, so that is, somewhat surprising. So the way this works on these shows is we stay with you at halftime, we do some bets, and then we go through the first drive of the third quarter. Then I go back to my editing, so you guys have YouTube videos for tomorrow. Went a little overboard with the college basketball for tomorrow. Got a little aggressive. Happens. I planned on doing like 5 or 6 college basketball videos. Did like 20. I didn't even think
That's
there was that many
okay.
games.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I might start doing hockey picks. It seems like those I do well at in NBA, But
Yeah.
this is just not even fun. But here we go. Here's the second half kickoff. I'll bet you guys
The Raiders get the ball, right?
I'll bet $1 he kicks it out of the end zone. It's like take it at the 25.
Betting a dollar with everyone that answers right away.
Yes. Yep.
Right.
I win $1.
I love it, Mitch.
I mean, it's like it's so obvious that the guy's gonna kick it out of the end zone. It's like it should be like the intentional walk. You know, do you want him to kick the ball, or do you
Yep.
want to? I don't know. You're hoping maybe he kicks it out of bounds or something. But this day and age, they you know, when I was a kid, they kicked off from the 40. That's how old I am. Then they moved it back to the 35. Now it's at the 30. I mean, kick it from the 20. It's like it's still not gonna make a difference.
Yeah.
And here's Carr back to pass, and he's running just like we said we didn't want him to. Oh my gosh, he dove forward. I wonder if he actually dove forward or if it was because the guy had him by the ankles and he fell forward. Tough to tell, but it's second and about an inch here for the Raiders. This is a great opportunity to throw deep. Yeah, Mitchie Puck's picks. Those are the ones. I enjoy doing it.
Absolutely. They've been on fire.
If I didn't do those, we'd have to remove hockey from the show and just have a hockey show. I've thought about removing hockey from the show a lot of times.
Okay, we can do a different show just with hockey.
Teddy Bridgewater didn't make an effort to tackle the Philly guy because he just came back from a broken fibia, whatever it's called, the long femur, right? It's like, I think we could let that go. It's like, he's 2 years back from a broken femur. I think you let that slide. I don't know. It's like, to me, Teddy Bridgewater not making it. I mean, you never saw Dan Marino make an attempt at a tackle when he threw an interception.
No, not at all.
I mean, some guys are just going to try, and do that stuff, but you don't see Tom Brady do it either.
No.
So here's that dunk pass to Hunter Renfrow. I don't think this does much. I mean, this is the equivalent to a first down run. The Bulls out to an early lead here against the Clippers, 22-12.
I'm loving the Bulls this season, Mitch.
Yeah, fun to watch. They play the They play the not the Lakers. They play the Lakers tomorrow. Back to back at
Be a good
Staples
game.
Center. Should be. Lakers were good today.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis had about 100 points. And there's a catch by the Raiders wide receiver, number 7. The Raiders are just matriculating down the fall. Derek Carr, you stink. The more I bash him, the better he plays. So,
okay. You bash him, I'll start giving him the positive vibes, and hopefully he gets the job done for us tonight.
Yeah, the Lakers were awesome today. You figured after AD called them out that they were going to play well, and that's exactly what happened. And he led the way too. He was in charge out there. I think he had 35. NBA is more fun when the Lakers are good, even if you don't like the Lakers.
Oh, for sure.
It's way more fun. The Celtics too.
Yeah.
There it is. Touchdown, Raiders.
It?
This one has gone from, the Raiders have no chance, like Dave Smith said, or the Raiders are done, or Raiders 0, I think. All of a sudden, it's a 3-point game, just like that.
There we go.
A lot of ass slapping going on, some high-fiving, no social distancing. None.
They've got this. I believe in this Raiders team.
See Aaron Rodgers hugging everybody.
Way more than Kansas City.
I
did. I absolutely love that. And no one said no.
Nobody.
No one putting their arms up.
It's like the only one saying no is like the people who don't have to do all this stuff. It's like they play by different rules.
Yeah.
The only ones complaining. They're the ones that aren't required to do these things.
Yeah.
Anyways, got ourselves a 20-17 game. Is that what it is? No, 17-14. 17-14. We have a 17-14 game. This could be the start of some fireworks, or this could be the Raiders' comeback. This could be a lot of different things, but we'll find out in the next however long the hell this thing takes. But I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Joe will be with me, as always. And I'll have Brian and Rod here.
Yep.
I know Brian is now 0-9 in Packer games.
He loves fading those Packers and giving away his money to the books. I don't know why.
This is a season with Brian. He picks a team, and it's last year it was the Jets, and this year the Packers, and they'll go 9-10 weeks with him losing every single time. Then he'll win, and he'll act like those other 9 losses. It's like Ohio State in the playoff poll. It's like that loss. It never happened.
Yeah.
It's like, but the thing is, it's like by the time that happens, then you're kind of on that with them, So it's like it's all okay, by the next couple ones.
Gotta love Brian. He always makes me smile.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably at the strip club tonight, or as he calls it, the gentleman's club.
People think I don't like Brian or something. They always say that, like, you always pick on Brian, you're mean to him, you're bully to him. It's like the reality of it is, it's like, if I didn't like Brian, he wouldn't be on the show. I got a list of people that would love that spot on that show. A list of people. And, he knows that.
Yeah.
It's like behind the scenes, or, what you guys don't see.
If you guys could see the love.
Yeah.
I'm going to post it on TikTok one of these days.
Yeah. I mean, the behind the scenes that we have in the mornings before the shows and after. Anyways. We try and show it on the air, but I think because we disagree, when we disagree, we really strongly disagree, because he's like so opinionated, I'm so opinionated, but they don't. I don't know, because my mic is louder, I'm more vocal about it. Brian is more like the dirty look, the snide look.
The roll is high.
Yeah. Right.
I love it. It's always good. I
thought the Broncos was horrible, man. That game was horrible. They had all the momentum in the world. It's 20-13. Yeah. It's 4th and an inch. They fumbled the ball. The Eagles take it all the way for a touchdown the other way. It goes from possibly 2020 game to 27-13, and it's over. Just like that.
Yeah. I know, it was crazy.
And the Chiefs actually, instead of kicking it out of the end zone and taking the Mitch option there, they decide to run it out, and they're stopped at the 18. I'm going to guess that there's going to be a handoff to number 31 here. This seems to be Chiefs, what the Chiefs do here. The Chiefs like to hand the ball to number 31, then they throw it to number 87 or number 10. This is the only 2 plays they have.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing tonight, Mitch. You could be the coach back there.
Yeah, I could do this. 31 is there. Just hand the ball to 31. We know this is going to happen. It's a foregone conclusion. And there it is.
Did they do exactly that?
Yeah, that's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
Handed the ball off to 31. We knew that before it happened. Now it's 2nd and 3. And I'm going to guess that they hand the ball to number 31.
Again.
Yeah. Or they fake the 31 and throw it to 87 or 10. It's like, that's all they do.
Well, let's have the Raiders get a pick 6, like the comments are saying. That would be great to see.
In the shotgun, and he is back to pass, and he throws it to the Raiders. And the Raiders drop the interception.
Oh, man.
That would
almost got that pick 6.
Well, it wouldn't have been a pick 6.
It would have been. They would have ran it back.
He was on the ground.
They would have somehow ran it back, Mitch.
Well, he wasn't touched. It was Casey Hayward also, who normally is a good interceptor.
Yeah.
Who was he covering? He's covering number 10. He jumped the route.
Okay.
Oh, it was a bad pass, too.
I really think if the Raiders do intercept it, they can definitely run it back for a pick 6. I don't see Kansas City's offense stopping anyone coming back on that defense, especially if like Max gets it or someone.
3rd and 4. They throw it at number 11. Mix it up a little bit and knock them over the bench into the stands. All right. Well, thanks, everyone, for joining us. We appreciate each and every one of you. See you guys 11 a.m. tomorrow morning with Brian and Rod. And have a good night.